Mr. Laughter here with you guys, and we are looking at Bayern Munich playing Arsenal at the Allianz Arena, which is a very, very bad hunting ground for Arsenal. These guys know for sure we have to make it to the semi-final this time, and it's been 15 years down the road that Arsenal has never really gone to the semi-final of any game in the Champions League. So it's gonna be a great and a big game at Allianz Arena in oh my God, it's gonna be a big game. Let's see what will happen. Now, before we do that, let's first talk about the game that happened on Sunday, last Sunday, between Arsenal and Aston Villa. That was a game that really, really showed that Mikel Arteta is out of ideas. That is just what I can say. He's out of ideas. He doesn't really know what to do with his team. He doesn't know which player to pick. He doesn't know any single thing to do with title race. That is my view. I feel like he did not really play his best. He did not pick his best player. Why do you have to change Kai Havertz to play in the midfield? And you know for sure that Kai Havertz is good up front. I don't understand. I don't really understand what came into Mikel Arteta's mind to play Gabriel Jesus, to play Kai Havertz, and play Bukayo Saka, and thinking that Kai Havertz would really play well in the midfield. That was the first mistake that Mikel Arteta started with when he brought in Kai Havertz. He played him in the midfield, and it didn't work out. It did not work out. So I don't understand why Mikel Arteta played Kai Havertz on Sunday in the midfield. It's just all on him. I don't understand. I don't even blame the players. I feel like the players did their best, and the tactic that he brought into play with Aston Villa was just totally a mess. He didn't really master the game to play against Unai. Unai was just excited. You remember, I get that Arsenal played so well in the first half. It was a very, very good performance in the first half, and I felt like Arsenal should have gone 4, 5, 6 goals in the first half. And still, the problem of Arsenal is the striking line, where you have so many chances and you don't score anything. You don't even score a single goal. So that is the problem. And we have seen that game happen. Arsenal has been like that sometimes when they squander chances and they don't make it through in the first half. Come second half, they had the team grow into the game, and everything just ends up losing or just coming into a mess. So in the game on Sunday, I just got pissed off. I was just frustrated. I never wanted to talk about it on Sunday. But I want this to be a very, very serious message to Mikel Arteta, that he should really, really get to understand that Arsenal is a very, very big club. Arsenal is a club. I understand that it's moving the club forward. I don't disagree with that. But if you move forward and you backslide and you become almost like your old version, that is not good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough for any team if you perform week in, week out, perform well, and then just when Liverpool lost the game, and that pressure of winning comes on you and you can't really score a goal. That's frustrating. It's just frustrating. It's not good enough. Never. It's not. So if we want to really be a title contender in this Premier League, Arsenal have to work on their mindset. They have to work on their brain, I would say. Their psychological aspect. They have to really understand and see how to maneuver and go through the end of the season. It's just it's almost repetitive. It feel like it's coming on and off. Last season it's the same thing. Around this time, that's when Arsenal squandered and bottled every single part of the game. I don't understand it. It's the same thing happening. It's almost like Arsenal is cursed or something. I don't know, which is really frustrating to me. But let's see if things will change. Things will change in this game that is coming between Bayern Munich and Arsenal. Now, let's get into that and talk about that. I don't want to talk about something that is already past. So let's look at the game that is happening on Wednesday, and it's going to be live, and it's going to be live. A massive game. It's everything at stake. We want to see if Arsenal can bounce back from the mistake that they had in the weekend, and hopefully they can play their best game that they ever played in the Champions League. It would be a great thing for Arsenal to move on to the semifinal, and they have to do it at Allianz Arena. Just very um, tight. Let me look at the game itself. But now let's go and look into the game. This is what I want to take. Now, Arsenal went with some of the players. Um, uh, all the squad is there. The only thing missing is Julian Timber. But the rest of the squad has traveled. All the squad has traveled. So let's see what Arsenal can do. I don't want to just name all of them here. I'll bring my prediction as well at the end of the show. But let's look at exactly what I think about this game. Now, I want to look at Bayern Munich before I can look at Arsenal. Now, at the Emirates, we saw so many stuff that Bayern Munich were doing, and we saw how dangerous they were. Looking at Leroy Sané, looking at Hurricane, looking at Kimmich, looking at Alfonso Davies. The good thing is not going to be there. He got a yellow card. And looking at how Bayern Munich capitalized on all the mistakes that Arsenal did in the first leg. I want to say Arsenal, if they want to win this game, they have to reduce on every single mistake that they have. And Mikel Arteta there has to go there with the winning mentality. Um, it does not have to stay out and do wherever is necessary just to defend to go for penalties. I feel like I have an idea that Mikel Arteta would go there just to defend and play and have on and work on a counter attack, which is now terrible. But I feel like Arsenal has to go and put in a game that they can play to the best of their ability and earn the rights to win, because the only thing that Arsenal can do for this Champions League quarterfinals is to play their game. And looking at the match itself, that in the first leg I feel like Arsenal were wide open in the defense. They have to close that down in this game so that they don't leave the space. Let's see. We look at the dangers of. We saw how Leroy Sané was very dangerous against Kivio. Now, Mikel Arteta in this game, in this match, I promise, and I remember talking about this. Kivio should not even be on the bench for me. Zinchenko also should not be in the bench. I want Tomiyasu to play this game because I feel like he reads the game better than any of these left back that we have. So Arsenal, if they want to win, they have to play their game and be at the best of their ability. Now, looking at Bayern itself, Bayern Munich, they won their game in the Bundesliga. Matches Bayern München Bayer Leverkusen has already won the league in Bundesliga. The only game that Bayern Munich has with value left is the Champions League. It would be a very good thing for them to move, and Tuchel is about to leave the club at the end of the season. So what a way would he would he enjoy if he leaves with a trophy and the Champions League trophy? So Arsenal they have to be at the top of their game to really see that every single ball tomorrow should be in their hand. Now, what else can Arsenal do really to help drive this game? Now, I wanted to look at the tactics that Mikel Arteta uses. He always uses 4-3-3, which is not bad, but I feel like Arsenal have to tighten their defense, because looking at Hurricane, he always scores again. Arsenal, he always scores, and trust me, even tomorrow, if Arsenal doesn't play their game, Hurricane is going to score. For sure, he's going to score. So let's see if Arsenal can tighten their back line. And I want Mikel Arteta really, if possible, Mikel Arteta, if you can hear me, play Declan Rice and Thomas Partey. Why is Thomas Partey not playing? Why is he not playing? He's been fit. These are days where you want to see Thomas Partey play with Declan Rice. In the weekend, he didn't play. And let me hope he kept him for this game. And hopefully he will play, because I feel like if having Thomas Partey and having Declan Rice together with Odegaard in the midfield, that would be tremendous. It would be I would say would give Arsenal a better back line. It would cover a lot. It would give Arsenal a lot of ground to cover. Because as you know, Thomas Partey also is really good on the ball. Thomas Partey is good on every second ball as well. And is good at tackling and winning balls. So if we can have him there and Declan Rice moved forward a little bit, and Odegaard there, I feel like this is going to be a very good match. And Mikel Arteta, I feel like he should go back to the lineup that he used to play. Let him go back to the real lineup that Arsenal always play with. Arsenal has been winning with. You don't have to tweak things that can cost Arsenal. This is the semi-final, the road to the semi-final, and Mikel Arteta has to really stay within the range. He has to stay within the ball. Play his game. Play his game. He doesn't have to do any other thing. Not bringing players that are not in the game, players that were struggling in the defense, players that are struggling in all aspects. He has to play the game that Arsenal plays. That is what I can say about this game. Now, looking at my prediction, before my prediction, I want to look at the lineup. If you have heard me a little bit, my lineup today that I'm going to go with for this match, trust me, I want the original lineup that Arsenal has been winning with since January. And I want to go with David Raya in the goal. Of course, there's no doubt there. And number 2, I will still go with Ben White. I will go with Saliba and Gabriel. And my number 3, no Zini, no Kivu. I will go with Tomiyasu in the defense. Why? Because I feel like Tomiyasu is better than any other left back that we have currently, and he is tall, he is quick, and he can take care of Leroy Sané. If Tomiyasu took care of Mo Salah the whole time, and Mo Salah is great. It's a greater player than Leroy Sané. I know most Bayern players are so fast, so Tomiyasu can hold that, and I'm really hoping Mikel Arteta can play Tomiyasu in the back line tomorrow. Now in my midfield, as you have been hearing, I want Thomas Partey and Declan Rice starting in the midfield and Odegaard in the midfield. Now up front, I would go with I'll go with Martinelli on the right, on the left, and I'll go in the midfield. In the striking line, I want to start with Gabriel Jesus, and I want to put Bukayo Saka on the right. Why? Because I feel like that's the original lineup that Arsenal has been playing with. I know Gabriel Jesus has not been there, but I feel like Kai Havertz has been playing so much for Arsenal. He needs a rest, and if he can come on as an impact player, that would be good. And Trossard needs to be out so that he can come in and impact the game. That is my strategy. Have the regular fast-paced players in the first half and let them play their game. And if nothing changes, at least you can bring in Trossard, you can bring in Jorginho, you can bring in maybe Kai Havertz in the striking line. That can be helpful. But Arsenal has to play their game. They have to be tight. They have to be very, very strong mentally. Because it's a quarterfinal and they are out. They're not in England. They're in Germany. We know the fans. They're so loud. They're really, really loud. So let's see if Arsenal can really maintain their focus and play their game at the Allianz Arena. Yes, this coming evening. Yeah, that is my view on the game. If you have any comment on the game, please let me know in the comment, and subscribe if you're not subscribed to the show, and be part of this wonderful, wonderful show. We bring to you every latest news on Arsenal and everything, single thing about Arsenal. So we shall have a little bit of other talk also when the game is going on. If we have the time, then we shall do a watch along. But if not, then we shall just have a review of the game and how the game has gone, and I hope Arsenal will win. For my prediction right about now, I'm going for a 2-1 win for Arsenal at Allianz Arena, and it will be massive. Arsenal can make it through. If you see me wearing this jersey, that means I'm cheering and happy that Arsenal can make it through to the semi-final of the Champions League, and it would be massive if Arsenal can handle that. That would be great. It would really disrupt every single talk that people have been saying about Arsenal bottling every single point. Now, it's going to be rough if Arsenal loses, and I don't know how fans would react. That would be terrible. I can't wait to see what Arsenal can do on the Champions League night. And yeah, Bayern Munich is beatable, I would say, and Arsenal can do it if they turn up. They have to turn up for this game to show that they really need to be in the Champions League semifinal. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me about Choco TV and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And see you again in the next video. One love to you guys. Thanks.